is technical. So with the Standard Authority, Environmental Protection Authority, all the other agencies, they were all supported to be able to come on stream. So this is what we have done.
That's a wide range of support that you extended. Okay, so this factory is obviously a cylinder manufacturing factory. I want to believe that there are other stuff, but in your scheme of things, in terms of one district, one factory, how many of such factories on top of your head do you think are available?
Right now, under the one district, one factory, we have two. Ghana Cylinders and APEP. These are the two that we have captured under the one district, one factory. But the good thing about APEP is that right now it is the biggest cylinder manufacturing company in Ghana. They have the capacity to produce between 4,000 to 5,000 gas cylinders per day. But because of the demand in the market right now, they are doing 2,000 cylinders per day. So once we are able to have the demand, then it means that they can even triple. In fact, the promoter has even indicated to us, if the demand increases, they are going to build more lines so that they can feed the whole country. So this is an opportunity for Ghana. We are no more going to import used gas cylinders into the country. We have a Ghanaian-owned company, 100% Ghanaian-owned company that is doing this. And mind you, they have been able to create more than 120 direct employment and more than 500 indirect employment. So this is an opportunity for country.
Okay, so Kofi, one of the things that we are told is that the NPA is coming up with a cylinder recirculation model and all that. Your outfit is one district, one factory. I don't think you're only interested in setting up the factories, but you're also interested in getting them business lines. What are the initiatives you are going to be taking to ensure that the benefit from the cylinder recirculation model yet to be introduced?
Not that, what initiative have we taken? We have already engaged our counterparts to see how this company will become the model to do the supply chain. In addition, that's why I was saying that we are already asking the promoter, if we start the operation, are they in the position, and he has given us the full assurance that he's going to double up the lines. So we are already engaged with our colleagues at NPA. And then in addition, what we are also doing is that because of what they are doing, that is why it is necessary for us to look at the backward integration to make sure that the raw materials are no more imported. Because once we import, we are selling our dollars outside.
So you use a technical word. You said backward integration. Yeah. What are the efforts you are putting in place to achieve that backward integration you are talking about?
So we are also engaging other critical companies at the value chain to see how they can come on board and begin to supply the raw materials APEP is using.
Yeah, so what are the raw materials? If you could just give us a brief of some of the raw materials.
Their main raw material is ingots, steel ingot, and that is all that they are importing from China. So if you are able to turn our bauxite industry into alumina and then turn all our steel factories to process, then we'll be able to get the raw materials in Ghana.
Okay, so you intend to put in place that technical support for the backward integration. That's one of the things I've learned today. Okay. Backward integration. Yes. All right, great. So beyond that, let's talk about one district, one factory nationwide. There's been confusion about how many factories are operational, how many are not operational, where are they, and all that. Can you clarify some of these issues?
It's just a matter of fact that Ghana can never develop without industrialization. So I always tell people, if you take your time and you look at what is happening in the country, you must be glad and you must be happy that you are a Ghanaian. Right now, we have captured 296 companies under one district, one factory. But when I say we have captured, we have more than that in our database. But those that we are working with, 296. Out of these 296, 125 are in operation, and APEP is included. And then 144 are under construction. So when you go there, you will see the companies being built or machinery being installed, 144. And we have 27 captured at pipeline. Pipeline means that everything is sorted out. They are just waiting for release of funding and they will start operation. So 125 plus 144 plus 27 will give you 296. And then the other issue people have been talking about, that we are having existing companies that have come on board as one district, one factory. If you look at the principles underpinning the one district, one factory, the ministry was clear on this, that any existing company that wants to expand their operations or come out with a new facility can be captured as one district, one factory. So you have Casapreco doing all their pharmaceuticals, existing company, but they were doing more of retailing. But as part of the one district, one factory, they are building a state-of-the-art factory on the Swinters Road to do pharmaceutical processing. If you talk about a company like some of the old companies that you can mention, Everpure is noted that it's located in Tema, but under one district, one factory, they have opened a new one in Kaswa. So if you are opening a new facility, the one district, one factory is there to support you. Then we talk about new companies, APEP, new, Greenfield. You talk about Rickpart, that we will be going there, new, and we have a lot of them. So the only thing I can tell Ghanaians is that if you care to know, the opportunity is there. As I'm speaking to you now, we have a company in a place called Akomufie, near Akosombo. It has got Goodrow. Goodrow is using bamboo to do toilet roll and exporting to Netherlands, the first in Africa. We should be proud as Ghanaians.
Okay, but some other people have also said that one district, one factory secretariat is not really engaging. And when I say engaging, they are not visible there, communicating and telling people that these are the opportunities that are there. Take advantage of them. What is the engagement model that the district, one factory is using, or perhaps intends to use to engage the people?
Yeah, this is a good question. But let me say this: we are mindful of what we are doing. It is not something that you just rush and talk to people. You should be sure of the information you want to send out. One, we are not a secretariat. We are working under the Ministry of Trade, under the able leadership of Honorable John Kojo Martin. He is on top of the issues. The minister moves and he gives direction when we should talk, and then we should disseminate information. As I'm speaking now, there are so many things that the ministry is doing to make sure that the one district, one factory becomes more open to the public. If you come to the Ministry of Trade, room 404, we are always there, and our offices are open. Anybody who calls us, and in the office, every officer has been assigned to a region. So in case there's any issue, there's an officer dedicated to Ashanti region who is working with the regional trade officer to support. And then at the district level, we have also what we call the business resource centers. That has also come on board through the minister's own initiative. So everything is working. And then apart from this, we are also having financial support through 15 of the commercial banks in Ghana. So you see a model that we are looking at the whole value chain. Finance has been dotted out.
All right, so we will be taking you back live to the APEP cylinder manufacturing company in the Chocho area in Otusenya West District, where the president will be commissioning that factory. Indeed, the president has arrived at that facility. The president, we're told, has arrived there, so we will be bringing you the live feed. The president will be commissioning the 1D1F factory. Wilberforce Asari will join us. Wilberforce is still on, so let's cross over to Wilberforce now. Let's cross over to Wilberforce now.
A lot of information. Indeed, Kweku, thank you very much for coming back. And I'm still with Kofi here. Kofi is an officer of the One District, One Factory Secretariat at the Ministry of Trade. Yes, it's the Secretariat and the Ministry of Trade.
No, or the Ministry of Trade.
It's the Ministry of Trade, but
a team.
A team. Yeah. Great. All right. So the president is coming to inspect this. What is ahead of the One District, One Factory by way of commissioning between now and the end of the year? What are some of the projections that you have?
Right now on our radar, we have more than 20 companies earmarked to be commissioned. more than 20 companies. In addition, we are also looking at how we can also resource the one dish, one factory companies to be more competitive and take advantage of the continental free trade. I'm telling you, this is a game changer, and that is why we should be proud as
Petroleum Authority MPA cylinder recirculation mission, which it intends to embark on in a few days. This factory, we are told, has the capacity to produce up to 5,000 cylinders a day. And once the president commissions it, President Akufo-Addo will set the factory in motion to begin massive production of facilities here, massive production of cylinder for the Ghanaian company. When we were speaking to the officials who we've just spoken to, they did indicate that they have a lot of plans in line for local companies that are under the One District, One Factory initiative, in terms of supporting them financially and also supporting them by way of the importation of their cylinders. President Akufo-Addo has finished exchanging pleasantries with the chiefs and people here at Chocho, and I can see that he's been ushered into the factory proper. And so President Akufo-Addo is coming into the factory to inspect processes here in the factory as we speak. He's also going to be cutting the tape, and so President Akufo-Addo is now cutting the tape to officially symbolize the commissioning of this facility. So President Akufo-Addo has cut the tape, as you can see in your shot, and he's been redirected to go and unveil the plug before he comes into the factory. And so that is the process that is ongoing here. President Akufo-Addo has cut the tape symbolizing the official commissioning of the APEP cylinder manufacturing company here in Chocho in the Ewutu Senya West constituency of the Central Region. President is unveiling the plug so that it completes the process. I believe that the president will be ushered to come into the factory and to see for himself the work that is ongoing here. And so we're bringing to you a live broadcast of President Akufo-Addo's tour of the country. Today he is in the Central Region, specifically in the APEP Cylinder Manufacturing Company Limited, where he has officially commissioned the facility, and he is walking into the facility now to have a first-hand view of what happens here in the factory. And so the factory production managers are taking the president around and showing him exactly what they produce here. We are told that for now they produce 5 different sizes, so from the very little to all kinds of levels up to 5 that is produced here at the APEP factory. And so President of the Republic in your shot is currently having a view of the factory and knowing exactly what the APEP Cylinder Manufacturing Company does to support the Ghanaian economy. We are told that this factory is fully owned by Ghanaians, and they have the capacity to produce up to a minimum of 4,000 cylinders a day and maximum 5,000 cylinders a day as at now. And they intend to expand their facility up to 8,000 cylinders a day as they plan to join fully the cylinder recirculation model that the government has put as one of its cardinal visions for cylinder use in our country. And so if you are watching in your shot, you can see President Akufo-Addo and his entourage who are being briefed and being shown the kind of work that APEP Cylinder Manufacturing Company does here in Chocho in the Ewutu Senya West constituency. I can tell you for a fact that the factory here is stocked with a lot of machines and equipment that is for the production. I can also see that they have a lot of raw material readily available to support their production. Again, one of the things that I can see is when it comes to the issue about safety. Safety appears to be highly critical here. I can see that most of the workers here are in their full safety regalia. So they are wearing their helmets, they are wearing their signal vest or protective vest. They are wearing proper designated protective shoes for working in the factory here at the Apex APEP, I should say, the APEP Cylinder Manufacturing Company. From where I am standing, there is a lot of activity going on, and you can see in your shot right now that there's a lot of lightning, a lot of work going on in the production of cylinders. That is the kind of work that is going on here. It may be scary, but that is it. That is what the APEP company is doing here, building cylinders locally here in our country to make sure that they can support the Ghanaian economy to develop the way we want it. And so, President of the Republic, Nana Akufo-Addo, is still going around here at the factory, seeing for himself firsthand the work that APEP Cylinder Manufacturing Company does here in the central region, particularly the constituency where we are. So Kweku, I'm sure that you are seeing for yourself what is happening here. President Akufo-Addo is inspecting virtually all the processes. He wants to see for himself exactly what happens here, what the people do, and how they go about their work. And so he's taking a lot of time in his inspection process to ensure that he gets first-hand information and to understand in specific what the APEP cylinder manufacturing does. We are told, Kweku, that when President Akufo-Addo leaves here, he will be commissioning another one district, one factory in the Domwa area. That is where President Akufo-Addo will be going next to inspect. President Akufo-Addo has now finished the inspection, and I can see that the officials are walking him back out of the facility so that he can engage the people who are here in Ghana before he departs this particular premises to his next assignment. So this is a Ministry of Information Production where we are bringing you live images, live feed of President Akufo-Addo's tour of the central region. He is currently in the Ewutu Senya West constituency, and he's inspecting a factory, cylinder manufacturing factory here in the central region, specifically in Chosho. Chosho, we are told, is a farming community. They pride themselves in the farming of maize and also cassava in huge volumes and quantities to feed the country. So for those who love their fufu, they get most of their cassava from Chosho here in the central region. I can see the minister responsible for transport, who is also here supporting the efforts of President Akufo-Addo. I can tell you that it appears the President of the Republic is really enjoying himself with the briefing that he's getting as far as this factory is concerned. President Akufo-Addo has, from what I see, gotten a very detailed briefing of what happens here at the APEP cylinder manufacturing company. So President Akufo-Addo is exiting the factory, and we are told that he is likely to address the gathering and to share a few words with the people who are gathered here. So President Akufo-Addo has come to see for himself this one district, one factory facility. He has come to commission it and has given them a charge to ensure that they produce huge volumes of cylinders to serve the people of Ghana. So Akufo-Addo has set out of the factory, and I've been joined right now by a very beautiful lady. Please tell me your name, madam.
My name is Honorable Anita Lavobo, MC for Ewutu Senya East.
Okay, so Madam MC, you appear elated by what you are seeing here. What has the President been telling you about this facility?
Yeah, thank you very much. All of us have been looking forward for this project going to create jobs for the people and then within the community. His Excellency started with 1D, 1F, and I think today what we are seeing here is predicting what His Excellency has been doing. A cylinder factory, and per my research or what I've heard, I learned this place is the largest producer of cylinders in Ghana now. And I think it's in a good cause, and it has also created jobs for
Minister for Fisheries and Aquaculture, Deputy Chief of Staff in the Office of the President, and officials of the Presidency, Member of Parliament for Ewutu Senya West, District Chief Executive for Ewutu Senya District Assembly, the promoter, management and staff of APEP Cylinder Manufacturing Company Limited, traditional rulers, residents of Chuchu, fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to be here this morning to join me to commission the APEP Cylinder Factory, an enterprise operating under government's One District, One Factory initiative. This facility is a further concrete manifestation of the new paradigm of economic development, which this administration has been vigorously pursuing since 2017, of insisting on value-addition industrial activities within a conducive and business-friendly environment, is making headway. I came into office in 2017 with a clear appreciation of the fact that unless we industrialize with the goal of adding value to our primary products, we cannot create the necessary numbers of high-paying jobs that will address the great problem of unemployment, as well as enhance the living standards of the mass of our people. That is why government took steps to roll out the 1D1F initiative. Thus far, 125 factories operating under this initiative have so far employed 160,823 people who hitherto would have been at home twiddling their thumbs with no hope in sight. When all IDF projects, 1D1F projects come on stream, we expect some 295,725 more Ghanaians to get jobs. Clearly, this policy has the potential to absorb many more young persons into well-paying, sustainable jobs within their district, municipal, or metropolitan assemblies. What we are witnessing here today in Chuchu is a true reflection of the benefits of the 1D1F policy, i.e. the creation of hundreds of direct and indirect jobs in the expansion of value addition activities in the country. It is gratifying to note that APEP is one of the companies being considered by the National Petroleum Authority for the rollout of the new cylinder recirculation model, which is expected to commence in the last quarter of this year. With the company currently employing some 250 people, who are mainly from this constituency, with the number expected to increase to 500, I want to reiterate the government's continued commitment to providing strategic support to companies and enterprises such as APEP operating in Ghana. We will continue to enhance the existing incentive framework designed to make 1D1F designated companies more competitive and sustainable. The incentives, which include tax holidays, import duty waivers, and interest rate subsidies, are designed to help build the capacities and competitiveness of these enterprises and to position them for greater productivity and efficiency. We are waiting patiently for Parliament to give its approval to the fiscal incentive package, and I ask respectfully that Parliament expedites action on the matter, which has been somewhat delayed. It is important for investments that the legal processes for the grant of the package be completed as soon as possible. I encourage the proprietors and management of APEP Cylinder Manufacturing Limited to take further advantage of this package and establish some similar industrial enterprises in other parts of the country. I commend the promoter, Mr. Ebenezer Pierre, management and staff of APEP for establishing this plant, which is capable of competing in the global market, especially at the time the trading is commenced under the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement. one of the great pointers to Africa's future prosperity. Before I conclude, ladies and gentlemen, I want to assure you of government's unalloyed commitment towards the development of this constituency and indeed of every constituency in the country. A few minutes ago, I cut the sword for the official commencement of construction of the Bojuase-Kaswa Road. Already under the Akufo-Addo government, we completed the construction of the Bojuase-Addo Road and the Bojuase-Suedi Road. All in this constituency. The construction of a district hospital under Agenda 111 is also ongoing at Ahintia, not too far from here. In honor of the late Haruna Iseko, who comes from here, I instructed the Minister for Roads and Highways to commence work on the construction of the Akuti Junction to Senya Breku Road. As you know, one of your very own, the Director of Communications at the Presidency, Mr. Eugene Ayin, has done a very good job in lobbying persistently for this road to be constructed, just as he did for the Bojuase-Kaswa Road. And I assure you that it will be completed before 2024. It is public knowledge that he has intentions of contesting on the ticket of the MPP in 2024. If he is successful in the MPP parliamentary primaries, and I'm confident that he will do an excellent job as Member of Parliament for you. And I appeal to all of you to support him if and when that time comes. You'll see for yourself what he's doing for Awutu Senya West. Indeed, as it is evident, as all of you can see, that when the MPP is in power, Awutu Senya West develops. Accordingly, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to declare APEB Cylinder Manufacturing Limited duly commissioned. May God bless APEB Cylinder Manufacturing Limited and us all. And may God bless our homeland Ghana and make it great and strong. I thank you for your attention. His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana.
And that was President Akufo-Addo addressing a gathering after commissioning the 1D1F gas cylinder factory. We're told the factory is known as a PEP Cylinder Manufacturing Company, which is at Chochoi in the Awutu Senya West constituency of the Central Region. Don't forget the President today began a 2-day working tour of that region, and he will be commissioning another 1D1F factory shortly. This is a factory that produces lubricant at Gomwa Fete Junction. That will be coming up shortly. He will also be inspecting an Agenda 111 facility in the Gomwa area. We'll be bringing you all those live updates right here on our special coverage of the President's regional tours, which is also live on GTV, Metro TV, City TV, Adum TV, Netu TV. We're also live on Wuntumi TV, Movement TV, Wezo TV. You're listening to us on radio on Asase Radio, and of course watching us on Facebook on the Ministry of Information Facebook page. My name is Kwaku Obenche. We'll take a quick breather. When we return, we'll be live at another 1D1F factory where the President will be commissioning shortly. You're watching our live coverage from the Ministry of Information, and we're live in Accra. Do stay with us.
Hello Ghana. Over the years, the Ministry of Information has provided a platform called the Ministers Press Briefing, where we offer opportunity to ministries, departments and agencies to give us updates on their programs and projects. We also give the media the opportunity to ask questions, demand accountability, and scrutinize some of the figures that have come out from these MDAs. This time around, starting this week, the platform is going to be used